I'm Dr. Carl O Helvie, host of the Holistic Health Show, and I want to talk with you about stress reduction and about sleep from the point of view of a holistic approach. First, I will talk about sleep. After listening to this CD, you will be able to first discuss the factors that interfere with sleep. Second, evaluate a holistic natural approach of physical, mental, and spiritual interventions that facilitate sleep. And third, quote some research that underlies a holistic approach to sleep. Sleep is an important aspect of health because it assists us in recuperating from illnesses and or the hassles of daily life. Although research results vary, it is believed that adults need between 7 and 8 hours of sleep nightly. Based upon long-term research, Dr. Richard Boutsen, professor of psychology and director of the Insomnia Clinic at the University of Arizona Sleep Disorder Center, says people who get 7 or 8 hours of sleep nightly live longer, happier, and healthier lives than those who do not. Recent research shows that those who get less than this amount of sleep tend to gain weight. A deprivation of 48 hours of sleep causes a decrease in production of DNA that has a negative effect on one's immune system and longevity. Thus, current research shows the value of adequate sleep. There are a variety of factors that interfere with sleep. A common interference is insomnia, that is defined as a disturbance in normal sleep patterns that may cause daytime fatigue and drowsiness, irritability, anxiety, depression, and somatic complaints. It is estimated that 100 million people in the United States have sleep problems, and 15 to 70% of the population suffer from insomnia at any given time. There is a wide variety of causes, including hypoglycemia, muscle aches, indigestion, breathing problems, pain, anxiety, stress, depression, jet lag, caffeine consumption, and certain drugs, among others. The use of sedatives for insomnia alter sleep patterns and cause other complications. Factors besides sedatives that alter sleep patterns, which I will discuss shortly, include alcohol, nicotine, certain foods and activities. Thus, using alternative, natural, holistic methods to provide sleep work better than chemicals and certain activities. Now we will look at physical, mental, and spiritual activities that facilitate sleep as part of a holistic approach. An important physical activity that facilitates sleep is to establish habits and routines. These include going to bed only when sleepy and going to another room if not asleep in 10 minutes and returning when sleepy, using the bed only for sleep and sex, and arising at the same time daily, not napping during the day if this isn't a normal thing for you, exercising regularly in the late afternoon or early evening, but not close to bedtime, and taking a hot bath or shower an hour or two before bedtime, and drinking a warm glass of milk before retiring. Other activities for sleep involve your diet, drugs, and other chemicals. Avoid alcohol as it disrupts sleep cycles when taken in large amounts. Avoid tobacco as nicotine is a neurostimulant and can cause sleep problems. Avoid caffeine-containing beverages after noon. Avoid foods containing tryptamine close to bedtime as they increase the release of norepinephrine, a brain stimulant. Foods that contain tryptamine include bacon, cheese, eggplants, chocolate, ham, potatoes, sauerkraut, sugar, sausage, spinach, tomatoes, and wine. Avoid taking nasal decongestants and other medications late in the day, as some ingredients may act as stimulants. Avoid sleeping pills and over-the-counter remedies, as they add to insomnia. Some foods include tryptophan that promotes sleep. These include turkey, dates, figs, yogurt, milk, tuna, whole grain crackers, nut butter, and grapefruit. These may be taken in the evening. Recent research suggests that people who breathe in the soothing smell of jasmine all night will sleep better than those who do not. So you might want to try closing off the sleeping room before going to bed and applying essence of oil of jasmine to a lamp ring and placing on a lamp bulb that is lit. The essence will infuse the room and should last throughout the night. Turn off the light before retiring. Some mental activities may also facilitate sleep, and the first one is meditation. Meditation is a process of quieting the body and assists individuals in improving their health and sleep patterns because it reduces stress. Edgar Cayce in 1943 said, "Meditation is the emptying of ourselves of all that hinders the creative force from arising along the natural channels of our physical bodies to be disseminated throughout the sensitive spiritual centers in our physical bodies." Thus, meditation means putting away the worries and concerns of the day and emptying the mind so that God can speak with us. Cayce made the distinction between meditation and prayer by saying that in prayer we speak to God, and in meditation God speaks to us. Meditation can be thought of as a process of achieving awareness without thought. It is difficult to describe how to meditate, but I will provide a brief overview of the process. Meditation usually begins with preparation that may vary from person to person. You may use one or more of the following to purify the physical and mental bodies before coming in contact with the creative force in meditation. Do what works best for you. Some choose to cleanse the physical body with soap and water. Some avoid certain foods before meditation, and some choose to perform relaxation exercises or deep breathing. Some like sounds and smells as part of the preparation, such as playing Gregorian chants or chanting. Others like to burn incense before and during meditation. My own personal preference is to play Gregorian chants and burn sandalwood incense before meditation, whereas chanting alone or in a group makes me uncomfortable. As part of the preparation, you may want to decide whether to meditate alone or with others. Some people like to meditate with others, especially when they are beginning. Two useful groups that may be available to you in your area are the Friends Quaker Church and an Edgar Cayce study group. The traditional Quaker Church holds silent services on Sunday, during which time members meditate until the Spirit moves them, and then they speak. So if you find a Friends church in your area, you may want to attend a service and make up your mind about returning. I personally found this a wonderful group of people and a great group to meditate with. The Edgar Cayce Study Group meets in numerous locations around the United States and world. At their weekly meetings, members meditate together and select a time when members will meditate daily with their group members while each is in his or her own home. This group meditation, plus the study material used at weekly meetings, focuses on living a more spiritual life and is invaluable to those interested in a better spiritual life and better health. If interested in trying this approach, contact the study group office at the Association for Research and Enlightenment in Virginia Beach to locate a study group near you. The meditation process may also vary from person to person. There are different types of meditation with variations in process, but the following is the process that I have used over the past 40 years. It is based upon the Edgar Cayce approach and seems to combine the best aspects of other types from a spiritual point of view. One of the first hurdles for the person new to meditation is to sit quietly for a period of time without thinking of the day's activities. We are so conditioned to being active that it is difficult to sit. Then, when we do sit, we are conditioned to thinking about everything from what happened today to planning for tomorrow. Or our emotions take over and we worry about an encounter from the day or unfinished task for tomorrow. Thus, it is helpful to meditate at the same time and in the same place daily. This facilitates the process of sitting quietly and quieting the mind. Some people like to sit and others prefer to lie down while meditating. Some sit in the lotus position, whereas others sit in a chair in a relaxed position with the spine erect. Some sit with their palms facing upward, whereas others hold their hands in a relaxed position. Do whatever is comfortable for you. Next, focus on an affirmation, passage from the Bible, or some other inspirational words to focus the mind. In the Search for God material, Edgar Cayce presented affirmations for each chapter that relates to the material being discussed. These were closely related to biblical passages. Some of these are, "Lo, I am with you always, even till the end," or "Be still and know that I am God," or "Not my will, but thine, O Lord." Those who practice transcendental meditation are given a mantra to use. Next, you empty your mind of all thoughts so that God may speak to you. When you begin thinking again or experience emotions, refocus your mind on the affirmation until you have stilled the mind and can return to the state of an empty mind. Continue for at least 20 minutes. Some people meditate 20 minutes twice a day. Some meditate for 30 minutes. After you have mastered the process of sitting and emptying the mind, you will choose a time period that is comfortable for you. With practice, you will be able to sit, quickly empty your mind, and enjoy the refreshing feeling that follows a meditation. Relaxation exercises are another mental process to facilitate sleep. There are several variations of relaxation exercises, and I will briefly describe some of these, from simple head and neck exercises to those that relax the whole body. Using the mind, these exercises quiet the body and allow it to rebuild its energy reserve. The brief relaxation exercises are useful before sleep or before meditation. Brief relaxation exercise 1 may be carried out 3 times a day for 5 minutes, but especially before bedtime to facilitate sleep. Begin by sitting comfortably in a chair and close your eyes. Next, concentrate on remembering the most peaceful setting you have been in, which might be a mountain setting, a stream running through a meadow, or the sun setting on a lake. Then, with each breath you take, think relax, relax, relax. With practice, your problems and worries will float away. Brief relaxation 2 may also be carried out 3 times a day. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. First through your nose. Hold your breath. And then exhale through the mouth. While exhaling, Mentally say one or peace. Repeat this process 5 times. In brief relaxation 3, you also close your eyes. Then you breathe deeply through your left nostril and exhale through the right. You will need to hold one nostril with your finger. Next, breathe through the right nostril and exhale through the left. Last, breathe in through the nose, both nostrils, and exhale through the mouth. Repeat this process 3 times. Progressive relaxation relaxes the whole 15 to 20 major muscle groups from your feet to your head and reduces stress, headaches, anxiety, and insomnia, and lowers elevated blood pressure. First, sit or lie in a comfortable position with loosened clothes if necessary. Next, close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. Be aware of breathing in and out, and you may say in and out as you breathe if it is not distracting. Now, when you are calm, begin instructing your muscle groups to relax. Begin by thinking feet relax, then calves relax, then legs relax, and continue with the muscle groups until you finish the neck and head. After you complete the relaxation exercises, again focus on breathing and do some of the brief relaxation exercises that I mentioned earlier. Now you are ready to stand up or sit up, and you should feel relaxed. Winslow and Jacobson in 1997 reviewed 59 studies carried out between 1974 and 1993 with 2,102 subjects having problems with sleep onset, sleep maintenance, or mixed insomnia. The subjects maintained a daily sleep diary to evaluate the benefits of procedures used. The most successful strategies were, first, stimulus control, such as going to bed only when sleepy, use the bed only for sex and sleep, go to another room if not asleep in 10 minutes, and return when sleepy, set the alarm and arise at the same time daily, and sleep restrictions, such as staying in bed only when sleeping. I will briefly mention a related research study on sleep now. A researcher in 2002 from Wheeling Jesuit University monitored 20 volunteers over 3 nights in which their sleep area was infused with the faint odor of jasmine, lavender, or no scent. The added aroma was so minute that some of the subjects could not detect it. Those sleeping in the jasmine-infused room just laid there as opposed to tossing and turning, which was the case with those sleeping in the lavender-infused room or no odor room. In addition to sleeping more peacefully when the room was infused with jasmine, subjects said they felt less anxious when they woke and were more alert in the afternoon. The researchers also gave subjects a mental function test after waking in the morning, and those in the jasmine-infused room performed much quicker and more accurately than the other 2 groups. We will now look at stress and stress reduction.